Hi guys, my name is Dr. Taylor Luster and I am the owner and chiropractor at Inner Sanctum Chiropractic in San Antonio, Texas. Definitely see our link for our address and links to our website and social media and whatnot. So I hadn't been planning on doing a YouTube, but I do all sorts of videos that I've done for a while on Instagram, and I just started a TikTok, but definitely Instagram and Facebook I've been doing for a while. And it was brought up to me that I might as well put them on YouTube. So after this video, you will see a whole bunch of downloads pretty quickly because I'm just going to put them all on there. But ultimately, my job as a chiropractor is to help you live your best life. Now, what does that even mean, right? So when I say I want to help you live your best life, I mean that I want to help your body do its thing because your body is amazing and it doesn't need help, like, period. It can accommodate, it can deal with all sorts of situations that I could not even come up with fixes for in every situation, but I can at least help remove interference from it so it can do its thing perfectly. So my job as a chiropractor, which I will have a video separate about what is chiropractic, but my job as a chiropractor is essentially to move any traffic jams or interference to help your system work at its ideal optimum potential, and it really can heal itself. The body is amazing. There is a saying in chiropractic that the power of the body heals the body, and it's this idea of innate, that's what we call it, but truly it is it's called so many things. It's called chi or energy or just the life force that innervates all of us, the thing that runs through us and makes us go. Now, even the medical community believes in innate. What do they do when you have a cold or the flu or whatever, or even if you're injured or whatever? They tell you to go home and rest. Now, you might need additional things, like maybe you need medication or a splint or a brace or whatever to help out with that, but ultimately, hydrate, rest, get off of it, maybe some heat or some ice or whatever. But really what they're telling you is that give your body time where you aren't insulting it constantly and giving it time to heal itself. And that is an incredible principle that is heavily dominated in chiropractic. Like, it is just the running theme across all chiropractic. So with that being said, I want to clear things up. What really, I guess, spurred a lot of these videos is that a lot of my patients don't understand a lot of what's being told to them. And I think that a lot of people struggle with doctor speak. And I get it, because as a doctor, I also struggle with doctor speak. Like, it's a lot of big words that we learn. And, on our end, you're all excited because you learned all these big words and you want to use them. But on the other end of that, the patient doesn't have any idea what you're saying. So what really spurred this on is to want to explain some of that. So a lot of my videos are going to be breaking down a lot of these thought processes just in a real way, in one-on-one conversations with you and me, where we talk about, what is the difference between medication and supplementation, and why do I care? What is a chiropractic subluxation? What does blood sugar have to do with blood pressure, and why do I care? What is heart disease? All of these things we're going to start talking about in layman's terms, because you should understand what is going on with you. I remember one of my ex-boyfriends, it was kind of a turning point for me. His dad he was on at least a dozen medications, and he had no idea that he had anything wrong with him. And it blew my mind, because I couldn't understand how you've seen all of these doctors and somehow nobody explains to you what's going on with you. And it's important, not just so for peace of mind and whatnot, but because you can make choices and lifestyle changes and whatnot on your own time if you understand things better than if I can just do it for you. I only see you for a few minutes, in the big span of things. So it really is important, this patient education, to make sure that you understand it. So that kind of spurred a lot of these videos on. And so there's going to be a lot of one-on-one talks just like this with you and me. Some of them are short. Some of them are just like what we call minute mindsets. And they are just quick little videos that just say, I don't know, a thought for the day kind of minute mindset. And they're literally about a minute. And then some of those will be coming from TikTok and whatnot as well. And then also some of them are going to be these long, like I said, long ones where we talk about really in-depth things. I have one that talks a lot about me and my health issues in regards to I have Hashimoto's thyroiditis, and I have been diagnosed with everything under the sun in the past, and that's kind of what got me here. A little bit about my journey, that kind of thing, so you understand where I'm coming from on this stuff, so you feel like you can relate, or at least feel confident, I guess, that what my best interests are with some of this, So some long videos, some of those minute mindsets, and then of course we're gonna be throwing in some adjusting stuff and some fun one-on-one stuff with individuals that have agreed to participate. But for the most part, I really want this to be educational. I really want this to help you learn what chiropractic is and why it benefits you. I mean, whether you're talking about something that you have musculoskeletal pain, so you just have normal body aches and pains, which everyone thinks about the chiropractor when they think about low back or neck, right? But do you think about your chiropractor when you think of like fibromyalgia or migraines? No. Why not? Because you should. And I want to explain why you should. So there's a whole variety of things. I really truly believe that everybody could benefit from chiropractic, and not just, in an aches and pains kind of way. So definitely stay tuned to some of these videos. Again, is going to be a ton of content right up front, but it's going to be really helpful things. It's going to be talking, I think some of the first content breaks down like what are the different techniques that I specifically do. Because they're kind of complicated techniques, but we can also eventually talk about, and it covers a lot of the techniques in chiropractic, but we can cover some of those other ones if y'all want to as well. And then again, things like, what is chiropractic? What is a subluxation? Should I get off of my meds? What about supplements? All of these things are really important because nobody talks about them. Now I know a lot of chiropractors do some amazing adjustment videos, and it is all about their flow and diagnosing and whatnot. And I love and watch those regularly, but I also spend a fair amount of time talking to patients who have watched videos that scared them on YouTube from chiropractic. And I don't want that to be this. I want you to understand that not all of those adjustments that you see on YouTube are designed for you. You're a good chiropractor should be able to adapt to anything that comes in front of him or her, right? So sometimes your body really needs a wailing on, but a lot of times that's not really the case. Gentle can be a lot better and get you oh my goodness, words are hard. Gentle can be a lot better and get you a little bit further, or a lot further actually. And so there is just a whole lot of miscommunication and misunderstanding in regards to what chiropractors do on YouTube. And I really think that we need some voices that talk a little bit more about the diagnostic side of it and not just the cracks and pops, but also to talk to you about what an adjustment really looks like, what it means, and why it makes the noises it does. Are you breaking bones? That kind of thing. And also just to calm you down, because I spend a lot of time trying to calm down patients after they've watched some of the intense ones on YouTube. But again, that is not to knock any other chiropractor. That is to say that the distinction is not being made that is okay for that individual, if that makes sense. So I hope that this is going to help. I hope it's going to be informative. I just babbled a lot at you for the very first video, so welcome to my babbles. And Yeah, I look forward to working with you guys and talking with you guys, and definitely feel free to ask me, about different topics we can cover and whatnot. Because this is really about you, so you can understand a little bit more about all of the things: your health, your musculoskeletal system, chiropractic, me, whatever. So definitely reach out, and I am excited to get started. Thanks, guys.